Hello there. It's Sunday afternoon blog. Just gone lunchtime. Are we all getting ready for our emergency telephone alarm thing that's going to go off at 3 o'clock? Yeah, mine's turned off. Like I said yesterday, if the government's pushing something a little bit too hard, then my gut feeling is to push back against it. I don't know whether they're going to be tracking or whatever they're going to be doing with your phone, but yeah, I think it's our duty to whatever the government's pushing is to push back against it as hard as they're pushing towards it. Anyway, so Diane Abbott has been suspended from the Labour Party for racism towards the Jews. I've just been finding out. Now, I don't particularly like Diane Abbott. I find her pretty obnoxious. She's not the smartest cookie in the jar, is she? And watching some of her early stuff when she was on television with that other politician that does the thing with the trains. Now, I find that some of her comments that she made during those TV shows were rather racist towards white people. And of course, as we all know, you cannot be racist against a white person because that's just not the way it is. But on the same hand, a black person, Diane Abbott, cannot be racist. So go figure. Anyway, that's just my personal views on Diane Abbott. And I do believe she's suffering from some form of dementia anyway. So therefore she shouldn't really be in a position of power, a position of influence, as it were. Yeah, I know I'm just a small-time YouTuber, but I've got my own opinions. I've got my own life to lead. Anyway, so it's not a very nice day today, is it? It's a bit rainy. I think is it St. George's Day today? I don't know. I don't watch TV, so I'm not really catching up. And of course, now that I've been here, I haven't back home. Rather, I don't read the newspapers either. So, yes, I should really get my pull my finger out and get back into the news. Yeah, so I'll have to get myself a newspaper, or at least read through some of the free stuff that I can find. Anyway, so it's almost next week already. So what have you got planned for next week? Just write something in the comments. You know how much I like your comments. Oh yeah. That was another thing I was going to mention as well. I've got someone that dislikes every single one of my videos. There's two people that puts the dislikes on every single one of my videos. And that was getting a little bit disparaging to see that these two dislikes were coming up. But then it suddenly occurred to me that I shouldn't really give a toss about those two people. It's the other 100 and something odd viewers that watch my videos who give it a thumbs up are the ones that I do the videos for. And I'm not doing the videos for the people who give me the thumbs down, of course. So yeah, that's why I'm out today doing another little video. It's just a little bit to keep us all going. Bit of real life. I know some people don't watch television, so YouTube is sometimes it's the only bit of entertainment they can get. And certainly I don't watch television, not live TV anyway. I don't watch any of the morning stuff. So YouTube is my form of entertainment. As I do a little bit on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. And I've been putting up some more of my photographs that I do on some of these other social media websites. I don't expect to make any money out of it. It's just a hobby. A bit like YouTube, really. But I do enjoy making these little clips. And I've just done a little tiny one about the DJI microphone, the wireless microphone that attaches to some of your cameras. Now, I normally use it, if I'm out and about, I would normally use it on this GoPro that I'm using now. But you have to make some slight changes to get it to fit onto the Insta360 camera. It's a good microphone. I do like the DJI microphone. But at the moment, I'm just using this giant dead cap. You can see there. That's my microphone that I'm using just now. Put that back, making disturbing it all. Yeah. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Is I've got that big microphone. It's directional, so it's pointing straight at me. One of the things about fitting microphones, wireless microphones, to your lapel or your shirt, is not to get them too close to under your chin, because if you put the mic up right up close to your chin, you get, I can't remember the name of it now, but I do believe there's like a field effect where anything that's projecting from your voice is heard, but anything behind or below that, in that area there, is quite shouted. So that's why I put mine down there somewhere, just about in the middle of my sternum, just to get a little bit more quality of sound. Anyway, that's another little tip from from Retro. Anyway, all right. So, yep, off to the mother-in-law's for tea tonight. She's made us a steak and kidney pie, and if I'm not mistaken, she's made me a cherry cake, a coconut and cherry cake. It was one of my favourites. Anyway, she's a good home cook. Is my mother-in-law, and same as my wife. She's a good home cook as well. I know I've mentioned it before that I work on a ship. Working on a ship is like having school dinners. It is hard. I know. I volunteered to cook a meal once when I was out at the Costa Concordia site on an accommodation barge. I said I would do a curry for everyone one night. As all the clients had left and it was just us, our skeleton crew on board. But still, cooking for 8 people is much more difficult than it is cooking for your family of, say, 4 or 5. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult. And of course, if you can't get all the ingredients, it's not quite the same, is it? And of course, ships, stoves and the ovens, the temperature control on those things is absolutely atrocious. It's the hot plates that they put on and go up to something like 500 degrees C. So you put a pan on and it boils instantly almost. Yeah, some of the hobs that they have are really, really hot. Slightly dangerous, I think. But anyway, that's a ship's life, and I know it must be difficult for a cook to come up with tasty meals every week that aren't the same and repetitive. So yeah, I don't really envy a cook's job on board ship. Anyway, so what else is happening next week? What's happening for me next week? Well, I've got my blood test on Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes. And then the following Tuesday, I've got this ENG1 medical. So yeah, that's and hopefully the sun will be out and I'll be able to get out and take some more pictures. That's one of the downsides of April is the rain. Yeah, sorry about that. That's the washing machine. I was doing a little bit of washing just to keep up with the load. And of course, the solar panel won't be picking up much electricity today, but it'll be enough for the washing machine. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, so that's about enough of taking up far too much of your precious time. Now go and switch off your telephone announcements before it's too late, before you get collared by the government's stupid scheme of alerting you, as if we didn't have alerts already. Yeah, they come in via the phone line sometimes. Some alerts that we get, especially the water one. We get the water board phones us up and tells us that we're in imminent danger of flooding. Of course, which has never happened. And like this morning, we had a flood warning this morning as well, telling us we're going to flood, but we've hardly had any rain, but it's enough to make everything damp. Anyway, so that's it. I've taken up 9 minutes 40 seconds of your valuable time, and of course, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Make sure that it's clicked, because I would like to see you all back again. Anyway, catch you later. Bye then.